With the 2015 pre-season underway, the UNSW Raiders are now starting to look like a formidable team this year.
It's been pretty good. We've seen some pretty interesting talent come out of this area. It's nice to see some of the boys stepping up. Watching a lot of development from Gridiron Australia and seeing where it's going. I like it.
But I don't like to speak too early or stuff like that. But I do believe in my team. I think we're all great and definitely a team to watch.
One aspect that UNSW has been working on this year is their hitting. Hitting last year was a problem for both the men's and the women's.
Yeah, when we first got padded up and we started hitting, it took a lot to get used to. Even small things like having the mouth guard in, learning how to breathe properly, having no vision with the helmet on, and obviously being restricted with your movement with your pads. So it felt like it stopped the fluidity of the hit. You couldn't get out of it as quick or rebound off it as fast as what you could compared to not being in pads. Definitely a bit of a shock to the system initially.
You can practice and run all you like without the pads on, but as soon as you put the pads and your helmet on, your dimensions change of where you're running, and then your vision also changes of receiving the ball because you've got a massive face cage, and you can't really, your spatial awareness is just completely gone.
Getting proper pad placement, getting up on the guy and not just launching at him, you're really setting your stance so you can light him up. You know, not just seeing a guy taking him out, just seeing him, controlling, breaking down, then wiping him out. That's been the hardest bit.
There is, however, a stigma of women playing contact sport in Australia.
I think in certain ways it will help expand because every girl that comes down here, we just want to play football. So that's all it's about for us. So if any of the girls, you know, just love the game and they just want to play, come down and play. I know the campaign of Like a Girl now is taken off and you know we're going to make it a good thing. So to hit like a girl is going to be a good thing. We hit hard, we play sport hard, we're ready, we can do anything men can do.
Okay, there's a lot of stereotypes in women in sport and hopefully we can get people to change their minds and take us a lot more seriously. We are great athletes and we can do the same stuff that guys can do, if not better.
The women's team is always going to be the little brother, but what's happening is better and better athletes are coming in and people who are more attuned with the game rather than coming down having no idea, just want to run around. The rookies that we see coming down, these are a bit more knowledgeable. They've seen the game and they want to get involved because of what they know. That turns into quicker transitions from being a rookie to a player. And what we're seeing is a lot of the rookies are staying. So either we're doing something right as a coaching staff or they've got the bug and they don't want to let it go.
The hitting style is interesting. I guess there's always that misconception in Australia that Gridiron's not as tough because you wear pads, and I can honestly say after playing rep league and rugby, the hitting style is vastly different, but definitely a lot more tough. You actually have to be very technically sound. The thing that I found most challenging in league, if I made a tackle, that was absolutely okay as long as I made the tackle, but obviously in Gridiron it's a yards game, so if you're not shutting down that tackle quick enough or if the girl's falling forward, sorry, but coach isn't going to be happy.
With the influx of new players in the men's and women's this year, UNSW wants to make sure that they are tackling not only safely, but correctly. And I think the Raiders, for a very long time, have been a very technique-savvy club. And that's all thanks to coaches like Coach Paul, who played in Hawaii, Coach Wolf, who also went to Mississippi as well. They're a wealth of knowledge, and I think having coaches and having players that want to constantly learn, that just brings a huge environment to everyone. So I think that's what sets us apart.
With the season kicking off in less than a month, the UNSW Raiders are looking to be a strong, hard-hitting, formidable team this year. Next time on Hard Knocks UNSW Raiders.
D on 3. 1, 2, 3. D, you know!